Hey everybody, Amy Latka here. You last heard from me on the video last November, right after I started grain free with this mare behind me, this filly. She turned 5 in March. Just to catch you up to date, I got off the track last year in July. She came directly from the track. She had horrible ulcers, horrible personality. Really, I mean, she just didn't feel good. So I treated her for ulcers medically, and it really didn't help. I mean, it kind of got better, but as soon as the treatment was over, it just was bad again. So anyhow, we were looking for something to try to help her, and we went grain free. And so what she gets, everybody wants to know, what are you feeding? I feed about, it's between 10 and 14 pounds of straight alfalfa hay, 100% alfalfa, per day. And then they also get, they being both my thoroughbreds, get an additional 4 to 5 pounds of free choice grass hay, just plain first cutting, nothing fancy grass hay. So anyhow, this is Napa. If you've recently watched the video prior to this, like, this is 100% different horse on the continuum here, the spectrum of energy. And for people who think that alfalfa makes the horse hot, I'm gonna show you this because she's just like, she couldn't be tied. She couldn't stand to be tied before. Grooming is not her favorite thing, so her tail still swishes, but like, she just couldn't even stand still before, and didn't enjoy any part of it. So I will say too, in addition to feeding her the alfalfa, she gets a little bit of alfalfa pellets as her grain, and so that I can top dress Triamino, which is a amino acid supplement, gives them the amino acids that they can't synthesize on their own to help them build muscle. Eucalypt makes that. I get it in a smart pack, so it's just easy, rip it off, dump it on. She does also get cocoa soya oil. And the weird part about this is that I tried feeding soybean meal as a replacement, as a protein source, before I went to strictly alfalfa, and she was allergic to it. She didn't get hives, but she got granulomas all like right here, and only on this side of her body. It was really odd. They arrived within about a week of starting her on the soybean meal, and they disappeared about a week after taking her off of the soybean meal. So soybean meal didn't work for her. And that was about half a cup of soybean meal per day, just to give an example. So anyhow, she's very much a different horse. She still has her personality, and she still has some attitude. She's kind of a teenager, but she seems to be much happier with life, and just much more comfortable in general. The last thing, I should just I'll write all this down in my blog, what I feed her. As well as the Triamino, she gets cocoa soya oil, and she gets Purina Outlast, which is a gastric supplement that helps neutralize the stomach acid. And I may try and wean her off of that, but she's just so happy with this combination that I don't really see a need to do that. The other thing I'm going to add, and this is per my vet's recommendation, is a magnesium supplement, and I've decided to try Napa feed based on the research and the feedback I've gotten from friends who use it. It has really good high bioavailability, and it's not necessarily for body condition. When she's in a new environment, she's super, super anxious. She doesn't care what you're doing to her. She's just very interested in the stimuli of whatever's going on. And my vet had suggested trying a magnesium supplement, so we're going to try that and see how it goes. I shall report back. Anyhow, I'm just going to do a quick grooming so that we have kind of before and after, or before and during video for comparison, so you guys can see what putting my 5-year-old thoroughbred on a grain-free diet has done for her. All right, here we go. As you can see, she doesn't particularly enjoy grooming, but this is so much better than how she used to be that I'll take it. Like, I can live with this. Shouldn't it? Yeah. There. You do a bit kicking at each other or what? Huh? What'd you do? What'd you do? Oh, you're okay. Good girl. So anyhow, there you have it. There you can see we have a quick little grooming demonstration. 'Tis the season, everybody's shedding. Just to show a difference, be sure to check out the other video, because if you think that she's bad because of the tail swishing, I think this is nothing. So anyhow, just a little proof that changing them over to a forage only diet, no grain necessary, really does work. You can do it with thoroughbreds. Again, this is after a fairly harsh winter for us, and she was blanketed simply because she's clipped. But her body condition is great, and her temperament is so much improved that I'm kind of touting this to everyone. Anybody who I come across who's like, oh, I don't know what to feed my horse. I'm like, well, Don't feed them grain, that's for sure. So anyhow, thank you. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer. All right, have a good day.